Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now first things first, I'm going to try and keep this video as spoiler free as humanly possible, which I know is quite difficult considering it's the final boss of the storyline mode in the Elder Scrolls Online. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're still enjoying the game, if you're still playing the storyline and getting some satisfaction from it, I'm not going to ruin what gets you to this point. Okay? I'm not going to ruin the little tricks, the little nuances, the little pieces of story that gets you here. I'm simply going to show you the MOLAG BAL fight and go through the tactics on how to defeat him. One thing I'll have to say though is, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to ask, how on earth did you melt walls with laser beams, Az? Well, let's just say one thing I can say is you get supercharged. How? Not going to reveal. But you get supercharged because MOLAG BAL is a Daedric prince. He's a demigod. So if you're going to go one-on-one with the Great One, then you've got to have some sort of an edge. So I have actually been supercharged. And if you post spoilers in the comments below, I will simply remove your comment and possibly remove you permanently from posting full stop on my channel. So please don't give spoilers away in the comments either. But let's just say I am, inverted commas, supercharged. Now, once you've used a certain object, spoilers, on MOLAG BAL, on his huge form, he'll become a little bit more amenable to tackle. And although he's still massive, he's still probably like twice, three times this, actually about 3 times the size of you, at least he's tackleable. And he has not that many mechanics to worry about that much. But you do have to avoid them. I mean, they don't damage you for colossal amounts, but obviously if they culminate, if they accumulate, then it is going to start hurting you a fair bit. Now, you go into phase 1, which is just having a bit of a scrap with MOLAG BAL. He does his basic attacks, which I'll go into in phase 3, so don't worry about that. And after a while, once you've fended them, dodged them, soaked them up, when you've dealt about 30%, 40% damage to him, he'll teleport out of the fight and we'll get a bunch of Titans come flying in. Now, if you've got to the point of the game where you do tackle a Titan, even one on its own is pretty tough. This is multiple Titans all coming in at once, but look at the damage that I'm doing to them. I am literally crushing them. And this is because, once more, I am, inverted commas, supercharged. So you might have all these Titans and it might be slightly overwhelming, but look at that. It's just eat them up. They are kind of like cannon fodder. I'm pretty sure this whole fight is fan service. I mean, when I say fan service, I mean it's just there to make you feel special. You've had lots of tough fights and you've had lots of tough challenges throughout the course of this game. So this fight here against MOLAG BAL is really a matter of endurance and outlasting him, but also feeling as if you've got some sort of payoff for all your work and what's happened throughout the course. Now, tactically, let's go into what he does. Well, you can see that he's throwing those lightning balls at me. Best way to deal with them is simply to click your right button on your mouse, bring up your block. Because of your supercharged, when you go to block, you'll see that I have actually a huge AoE shield which comes out the front of me. Do you see it? Sort of ripples when I bring up the charge, and they will literally soak up anything which gets chucked at you. So when he does his lightning bolts or lightning balls, whatever, instead of having to use up stamina to dodge out the way of them, you can simply use the block attack. And the block attack will pretty much tend to anything that he throws at you. He then does this teleportation attack. You'll see when it's coming in, a big blue pillar of light comes from him. He'll vanish, and when he appears, you'll start to see an expanding circle of AoE. Make sure that you dodge out the way of that. It will do moderate damage. You're not going to, again, take huge amounts of damage in this fight, but if you avoid blocking, then it's going to accumulate, and that you could have a chance of actually dying. So do make sure you still do your active dodges and you still do your blocks at all times. He'll then do a front cone attack. Again, simply dodge out the way of that. It's quite difficult because you're fighting in the water to sometimes see when it's coming in, but you should be okay. And a lot of his attacks tend to more often than not stun as opposed to deal huge amounts of damage. Now, I got hit by the teleportation attack there. You saw that. I'm just going to use a stamina potion now. And it knocked me back. So it knocked me back, knocked me off my feet. Ideally, you don't want to be off your feet, because if you are on the ground and then he does the lightning ball attack, you'll probably take extra damage. So again, just make sure you get your active dodges and your shields up. He'll do a charged up super move. You can tell when the charged up super moves comes in, because he'll get like little beams of light emitting from him, like flying out in all directions. Like I just did a bit of a supercharged attack on him there. So it's pretty much telegraphed. And then that'll be it. That is literally it. Those are the tactics of the fight. And then you just keep him. I'm keeping at range. I'm using my bow. I did come in for a little bit of melee early on, but yeah, I moved away when I started taking too much damage. And then it's a matter of outlasting MOLAG BAL. And I think he's going to teleport into my arrow now. Boom. And it's job done. Now, how's this for a way to end the fight? Suddenly, you just produced the biggest sword in the world, and waff, slice MOLAG BAL in half. Now, I'm actually going to freeze the video here, because this is a spoiler-free video, as best it can be, considering I'm showing you the final boss of the game. But I won't show you what happens from here on in, because there is some very intriguing storyline still to come. So if you are enjoying the game, but you just wanted a sneak peek at the MOLAG BAL fight, I haven't given anything away for you. Keep on going, keep on having fun. But that was the fight itself. Pretty enjoyable. Like I said, most likely fan service, just making yourself feel special as opposed to throwing too many difficult things at you at once. But quite an enjoyable way to take care of the... Oh God, he's got so many names. The God of Murder, the Deceiver, whatever. He's got so many names. He's basically the devil. MOLAG BAL. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook and also twitch.tv/Heel vs Babyface for live streaming. And I shall be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.